Hi there, thanks for tuning in everyone. My name is Marianne Hanson. I'm a confidence and self-worth coach. I'm also a counsellor, but for this video I'm focusing really on the confidence side of things because for lots of people confidence is a massive issue. When I did a live video the other week on my Facebook page, on my coaching channel, lots of comments and lots of messages were sent to me about confidence and people who are struggling with a lack of confidence. So what I want to focus on in this video is having confidence in on first dates and also first interviews at work. So this comes up a lot for people if they've got to go for a job, especially if they haven't had employment for quite a while. It can be a massive source of anxiety. But also if you're not dated for a while, or even just if you're going on dates regularly, it can also bring up a lot of anxiety there as well. So I've got a few notes with me, but I'm going to try and just probably bring in some of my own experiences as well on this video. So what's the importance of confidence? You know, why is it such a big deal? Why is everyone else talking about it? Well, confidence shows people that you love yourself. Because if you can just go out there into the world and you can just be yourself, you don't care what other people think, you can walk proudly, you know, you're not walking with your head down, you're walking strongly, you know, head stood up, and you just smile and you engage with people. It shows people that you are confident within yourself, you love yourself enough that you're not embarrassed or ashamed or shy. Now, shyness isn't an issue because that could be part of your personality. I think being shy and being confident are different, but I think if you can come out of your shyness and you can be confident in certain situations, you might be a shy person naturally or an introvert, but I think you can still show confidence in other areas. And that's why I'm focusing today on interviews and first dates. Because maybe you're a shy person naturally in other areas of your life, but you could put some techniques in place so that when you go for interviews or when you go on first dates, that you show a different side of your character. The other thing about confidence is it makes you feel good. You know, having the confidence, there are so many people that don't do certain things because of a lack of confidence. They might not go to certain places because they're scared of crowds. You know, they haven't got the confidence to, you know, go to places by themselves. They might go on holiday, but they're not confident enough to, you know, go on the beach, you know, and put their bikini on because of this, that and the other. Or they might, you know, go to other places but stay indoors and not venture out. So confidence just gives you that feeling that you can feel good. It allows you to step out of your comfort zone. You feel good afterwards because you've done something that you wouldn't normally do. So I think being a confident person and even working on your confidence so that you can find it in certain areas is a really worthwhile thing to do. So we've all heard the phrase, you get one chance. Is it? Yeah, you only get one chance to make a first impression. And I think that's really true, especially when it comes to interviews and dates, because after you've, you know, complied the interview, after you've done the interview, after you've been on the date, you can't go backwards and redo it. You know, it's not like you can erase it and start again. You can have a second interview, yes, you can probably get a second date, but what you've got to think about is, wouldn't it be good to just first time round, you know, just go there in a confident frame of mind, show that person who you are, show your skills, and, you know, just smash it really. Most people would prefer to do that. So when you're approaching an important event, the first step is to prepare. And preparing yourself means you can do this through visualization. So what you're going to do is you're going to visualize and imagine the desired outcome. I've used this approach and technique so many times. I've used it for exams, and it's worked for me because I've usually passed every single one of my exams. I've used it when I'm going on a date. I've used it for interviews. And what I do is I imagine myself already in that event or that situation. And I see myself and I visualise myself passing the exam. I visualise myself smiling on the date, having a fantastic time, being relaxed with the person. The person's really into me. When I'm at an interview, I imagine the person saying, right, you've got the job, and shaking my hand. And what it does is, it sends a message to your brain that you've already smashed this, you've already got this, you know, you've aced it, because what you imagine, actually sometimes the brain can't tell the difference. We've all heard, I'm not like an expert in this sort of thing, but we've all heard that phrase where if you imagine something to be true, then it is. Your brain can't tell the difference. Your unconscious mind can't tell whether you're making it up or whether it's actually the truth. So when I'm actually sitting there and I'm feeling like I've already aced the exam, I'm feeling like I'm already on this date and it's going fantastic, then it actually does happen when I'm there. I don't know why, but it's a technique that you can try for yourself. So these are some of the tips I'm just going to give you briefly on how to get through interviews and dates if you're lacking in confidence. So for interviews, the key thing is to relax and to breathe, take your time, speak clearly. One of the things people tend to do on interviews is they rush. I know so many people who will be asked a question, they haven't even finished for the question to end and they're already like jumping in with the answer, and then they end up kicking themselves because they think, oh, I didn't have time to think about that, I just said the first thing that came out of my mouth. Take your time. The interviewer isn't expecting you to just like come out with the answer straight away. It actually looks a lot better when you stop, have a small pause, and then you answer, because the interviewer respects the fact that you're thinking about the answer and you're thinking about the question. So take your time with it, dress appropriately. No one can dictate to someone else what's appropriate dress. We all have different views on what's formal, what's informal, but it's about wear something that you feel comfortable in, I would say, for an interview, but also wear something that makes you feel confident. You know, you might add a few touches, like there might be a particular colour that you like, there might be a particular set of jewellery that always makes you feel good. Those are little bits you can add to the interview style, but overall you want to present yourself in a way that the person says, I would want this person working for my company. This person has come appropriately dressed. So that means you're not going to be wearing like low cut tops if you're a woman, or really, really excessively short skirts, but then, as I've said, it's down to you and what feels comfortable to you. People will say they don't want to go into an interview dressed how they wouldn't normally dress because it's not showing their personality. But the way you've got to look at it is that person doesn't know you yet. It's first impressions, so it's about whether you're going to, what's more important to you, wearing your favourite dress that's like low cut and you know it's not really an interview dress, or wearing something different, and then once you get the job then you can kind of have more freedom. The third thing is to throw in a few things about the company, you know, show them that you've done your research. Most of the jobs I've ever got in my life, I've done background research, and I'll throw that in, and amongst the questions, you know, I'll say, I've heard you're a really great company, I know that you work with children in other countries, something which they know that I've done the work and I've done the research on, because it makes them know you are interested in the role. Market yourself and your skills. I think in the UK we have this thing where, you know, it's viewed down upon when you boast or brag. People say, stop bragging, stop showing off. It's classed as a negative. In an interview, this is the one opportunity where you get to talk about your skills and market yourself. If you're not going to do it there, then you're not going to do it anywhere, really. They want to hear what you've got to offer. So get in there, market yourself, show off about the skills that you have. And that links in with showing your best side, really. Smile, make eye contact, show the best side of you that you can show. You might be nervous underneath, but, you know, it's about how they pick up on that. You could be as nervous as anything, but if you smile and you kind of just show the best you can be, you know, imagine that the interviewers are people that you know, it's life or death. You want to impress these people. You want this job so badly, you're going to just put your best foot forward. Okay, so I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm just going to briefly go through the dating ones. Relax, it's the same as the interview. Anytime you relax, you're always going to get the best results. Be yourself, you know, don't try and be anyone else. Don't think, if I do this on this day, like so-and-so did, or another person, if I act this way, if I dress this way. Interviews and dates are similar but different in one sense, because on the date you do want to be completely authentic. If you do dress flamboyantly, then that's what you want to do on your first date, because that person is going to be in your life, hopefully, afterwards. You don't want to put on an act of someone that you're not just for the date. Keep the conversation light. I'll do another video specifically on this because it's a whole nother topic. People who go into date situations, and I've seen it on first dates, but also I've heard of it. My friends have said to me, they've told me this. You might think that opening up to a person on a first date is so brilliant because you're showing them trust and you're showing them vulnerability, but it's the first date. When you're going too deep and you're talking about your past, and you're talking about your past boyfriends, you're talking about your health issues, you're talking about blah, 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 that person's going to listen, and they might even smile, and they might even say, thank you for opening up to me. But it's the whole point of the date is to create attraction and get the next date. So if you can keep it light, flirty, smile, laugh at the person's jokes. But I think if you go too deep, sometimes it's just a no-no. I'm not saying this isn't for everyone, because for some men and women that's going to work, but I would say keep it light. Show your personality through what you wear. As I've said earlier, it's not about acting in a certain way and pretending that you're someone. It's about showing that person who I am. I've got this. If you've got a quirky side, show your quirky side. If you're a nerd and you love computers, do something different from everyone else that this person has maybe been on a date with. Show them that you are the one. You're doing this in dates and interviews. If you don't stand out and you don't show the person that you are different, you're the only choice, you're the only option, then you're not going to get the job and you're not going to get the second date. There's other competition out there. You are auditioning in all aspects of life. So they're my tips. Sorry that this was a longer video than I'd planned it to be, but maybe I should have done interviews and dates separately. But anyway, I hope you found this video useful. Please feel free to like, to comment, to share, to subscribe. Thank you all for watching and for subscribing, and I'll see you all again on another video. I'll also leave details of how you can make a referral to me and all of my information below. Thanks for watching. Bye.